I was promised a better life.
Far away from my home.
I used to have a family.
Now, I must pay for my family's debts.
I sleep with many men every day. They make me.
Kill. For a war.
Work many long hours.
Trapped.
Beaten.
Scared.
Locked in the dark.
With no way out.
I want to go home.
I want my
Freedom.
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 Human trafficking directly affects 700,000 people worldwide. However, human trafficking is not only an issue that is international, but also here in the United States, especially in Texas.
Just this year, a lady named Esperanza Bucklew was about to go to bed when suddenly 4 masked gunmen barged into her home and stole away her 20-year-old granddaughter. Luckily, her granddaughter was able to escape and was able to call the police a few miles away, but not all stories have such a good ending. That could have been any one of us.
Through participating in our fundraiser and donating to organizations such as Not for Sale, Love 146, and the United Nations Global Initiative to Fight Human Trafficking, one can help shed light on and prevent human trafficking, as well as help provide education, safety, and stability to communities at risk.
Today, we're going to be telling you about human trafficking and its effects and the charity Not for Sale, and how you can help raise awareness and make a difference.
So that you have a better understanding of the situation at hand, we're going to tell you a little bit about human trafficking. Human trafficking is an issue that affects people worldwide. Webster's dictionary defines human trafficking as organized criminal activity in which human beings are treated as possessions to be controlled and exploited. Exploitation includes forcing people to be sex slaves, labor slaves, or even child soldiers. According to Ruth Dunley, as of 2010, 2.4 million men, women, and children have been trafficked into forced labor. Shreya Samant records that the top 3 countries known for their inhumane human trafficking are Bangladesh, Brazil, and Haiti. In Bangladesh, men, women, and children are easily shipped to India and China and forced to be prostitutes, labor slaves, or even organ donors. Brazil's agriculture-dependent economy has led to an influx in men labor slaves, and tourism in Brazil and Haiti has increased the desire for prostitutes, typically as young as 12 years old and as cheap as $1, in turn making it impossible for the enslaved women to make a living or even access food. We cannot be ignorant and say that human trafficking is just an issue overseas.
This is a concern that also hits closer to home, specifically in our state and even our city. After California, Texas is home to the most human trafficking in the United States. According to Mervash, this is due to the convergence of highways and the area's proximity to the US-Mexico border. In 2008, 38% of all calls to the National Trafficking Resource Center originated from Texas, with El Paso and Houston as 2 of its major trafficking centers. El Paso provides an easy smuggling route into Mexico, and Houston has a high population and access to the Gulf of Mexico. However, not just El Paso and Houston, but these cases are primarily reported in the Dallas-Fort Worth region. 35% of commercial sexual exploitation cases are reported in Dallas-Fort Worth area, and even though this area only has 26% of the population. In 2007, the Dallas Police Department identified 119 minors exploited for commercial sex. In the same year, 33 people were charged with sex trafficking in Dallas, along with 55 domestic minor sex trafficking cases. As you can see, human trafficking is a big issue at home, and many people do not understand how common an occurrence can be. In fact, public awareness is so minimal that according to the human trafficking fact sheets, out of 350 law enforcement agencies in Texas, only 4 are federally funded and devoted towards human trafficking. Now that you have an understanding of what human trafficking is, Lindsay will tell you about the charity, Not for Sale.
Not for for Sale is a humanitarian organization with the primary purpose of protecting people from human trafficking on an international level. Not for Sale aims to stop trafficking for a diverse set of demographics, including men, women, and children. Their strategy is to provide these struggling communities with increased security and safety, along with providing sources of income through employment and education. They aim to give people a better future. They specifically provide for survivors of human trafficking by providing shelter, professional help, and a chance towards a better future through connecting them with jobs that can allow for them to succeed independently. On Not for Sale's website, in the year 2014, they were able to help 4,469 people around the world. Their cause is widespread from America to Rwanda, a total of 41 different countries. Often people think of women as being the victims of human trafficking. However, this also affects men. On their website, Not for Sale tells the story of Andre, a 34-year-old man from Romania who was deceived into accepting work for no pay in an agricultural field in Greece. They were forced to work and were threatened to be killed if they did not work. They were treated like slaves for a month. He and the other 8 men who were exploited were eventually able to escape with the help of the Romanian embassy. Not for Sale provided these men who had nothing left with housing, professional help, including medical care and counseling, along with providing them opportunities for a stable future through safe work. Not for Sale has many stories similar to this one.
There's a way that you can help. Our benefit event, the Freedom Festival, is a community festival featuring food, games, raffles, and other activities to raise money for the nonprofit organization Not for Sale. We'll be featuring actress Sophia Bush and retired San Francisco Giants player Jeremy Affolds, who will both be sponsoring the event as well as making an appearance at it. The following companies have also publicly made efforts against human trafficking and will also be supporting our events. Sponsors include iSanctuary and Multiply, which are 2 companies that are run by survivors of human trafficking in India and Nepal, respectively. Delta Airlines will also be raffling off air miles, as they have also made public efforts against human trafficking. Our festival will include many sponsors and a lot of fun activities. Tickets will be $30 for adults and $15 for children under 12, resulting in maximum donation for Not for Sale. Join us in Globe Life Park in Arlington for a day of hope, festivities, and a greater cause.
During this presentation, we've educated you on human trafficking and how it affects both developing countries and the country in which we live.
The charity Not for Sale and how it provides education, safety, and stability to communities at risk.
And our Freedom Festival to raise money for Not for Sale through donations and the purchase of admissions tickets, food, and raffle tickets.
It is our hope that you now understand a little about human trafficking and the effects it has on everyone. The next victim could be you or someone you love. It is up to you to make a difference.